Hey guys, it's Jess here from Central Kids, and we're so excited about our new YouTube channel. So make sure you subscribe and like this video. Okay, Easter, just around the corner. Today's the 1st, April the 12th, that's not far away. And I know Easter might not look like all our other Easters, but that's no reason why we shouldn't celebrate and still do all those cool traditions, like egg decorating. I'm not sure if you've done it this way before that we're gonna do today, but it's super fun and super different. So hang on for this next clip. Now that I got you nice and close, here's what you need. You need a couple eggs, or one if that's all you can do. Or actually, the yolk won't be wasted. You actually can use it in a recipe or in scrambled eggs, so you can reassure your mom. You need a rag, maybe to wipe off your egg after if you're squirmish about getting egg on you. I have this really small screwdriver. It's really small. It's got a really pointy end, and we're going to be putting a hole in the top and the bottom of our egg. So you can use that, or a nail if you have a small nail around the house. I found this paper clip, and I bent it out. Here's half of it. Here's the other half. And I actually am going to poke a hole in the top of it. You got to be super gentle. You don't want the hole to be too big, and you don't want to break your egg. So take your time. If you need help with this part from a parent, be sure to ask them kindly. I already got my little hole in there. Now you don't want it to be too small because it's harder to pull the egg out. And that's why I found this really small screwdriver actually worked really well, because after I put a little hole in it, I could put my screwdriver in, and it actually makes a decent sized hole, and it didn't break my egg at all. See the hole? So I got that one. Now you might get egg on your hand. Hold the hole so it doesn't come out. It doesn't really come out much anyway, but try to put your hole in the next one, right in the bottom. Be gentle. Love your egg. It's a good egg. Do you know what eggs are for Easter? I think it's because it represents new life, right? Springtime, bunnies and chicks and eggs. It's taking me a minute, this one, isn't it? All right. But it's nice to get into the same spot and sort of like, even if you scratch it, to make it so it's easier to get in. There we go. I got it in. See? Ooh. Now I'm using my screwdriver just to make it a bit bigger. I'm just twisting it back and forth. Careful not to break my egg. Back and forth, back and forth. Not quite in yet. Being gentle. Being gentle. There we go. You saw that going, whoa. Da-da-da. All right. Now my screwdriver's a bit dirty. Now the fun part. We're actually going to blow the yolk into our bowl right here. This is where it gets fun. Are you ready? You gotta breathe really hard. Blow really, really hard. It's coming out. Oh my gosh. Sometimes I find if you poke it a little bit more in there, break up the egg a little bit. Okay, here we go. There it goes. Is my face red? It looks like my egg is peeing. Oh, I feel like there's still something hot in there. See it? Just take your little thing or your nail or whatever you used. You get it off. This is not for the squirmish at heart, okay? I am not squirmish. But this is super fun. I hope you guys have done this before. And this is so exciting because you can see people's face. Like, I'm sure my face is so silly right now. Oh my God. That's just a lot of air. Holy mackerel. Most of it came out. Okay, I'm going to wipe mine off with my rag that I brought. Careful not to ruin my other egg. and it's ready. Now we're ready for the second step. And the camera view is going to be a little bit different for this one too. So check it out. Okay guys, here we are. Step number 2. Decorate the egg. So here's what you need. Some shaving cream. You can borrow it from your dad. The ladies' ones doesn't quite work the same unless it gets foamy and white. So you can pick that up. Borrow some from your dad, just a bit. You need some toothpicks. And you need some food coloring. So these ones usually we have in our house all the time. This is Cool Neon Colors. They sell those too, and just the regular primary colors. But if you're a baker, then you might have this, which is the Wilton colors, and it's got a whole lot of colors. They're super vibrant. I suggest that if you have these, you actually use these. They're super great. But if not, these will work. Okay. I also have a bowl of water for after, cold water, a spoon, and a rag. And of course, my egg. The beautiful egg. So what we're going to do is I have this plate that I'm actually going to put the foam onto. You can use anything. I just save these for crafts all the time. So I'm going to spray it in. I'm not going to do too much because I'm only doing one egg. But if you've got your family and you're doing a bunch, fill the tray, put a bunch of colors on one half that you like, a bunch of colors on the other half that somebody else likes. It will be awesome. I'm really hoping to make purple, so I got my blue and I got my red, and they're ready to go. So I'm going to start dropping it in. Little drops at a time, like this, like so. Okay, and a little bit of drops of red. Here we go. Now for our next step. Our next step, we're actually going to take a toothpick. Take a toothpick out, just one. I'm gonna sneeze. Achoo! Excuse me. Pardon me. This is what makes YouTube videos real, right? You could just like sneeze right on camera. It's no big deal. I'm so glad to be real with you guys. All right, so swirl it all around. Make a cool color mixture. Mix it. Actually, I kind of like this. I don't see any purple, but cool. Swirl it all around. Then you're going to take your egg like this, and you're going to drop it in the color like that, and you're going to move it around. This will be getting on your hands, but it will eventually wash off. Have a nice bath. It'll come off. Now I have done this already. As you can see, it's already on my hands, hence the good old rag. Try to wipe it off right away. It does stain a little bit, but eventually it does come off because, you know what? I actually did this yesterday already, and it created some really cool eggs. This one I left on in the dye, in the mixture there, for about half an hour. This one, about an hour. And this one I just plopped in and took out. So you can see, like, the longer you stay, actually the color is meshed together. This one still was good. This one was actually really cool too. I like that it kept some white. So what I'm going to do just for this time is I'm actually going to take it out and dip it in the water so you guys can see the process. But if you want it to be super vibrant and you're testing it out, try to leave it a little bit longer. You might notice a difference. Here we go. Dipping it in the water. Shake it around a bit. Make sure the water is cold again. Hot water will actually remove the color quicker. Ooh. You can use your rag too, just to clean it off. Be super gentle because it will break. So red turned out just to be pink. This one I used some of my neon colors in the neon pack. This one here. But this is super cool. Now we get to decorate them. Step number 3. Check it out. Hey guys, I'm back. And I've decorated a few eggs. Super creative, guys. make things unique. You don't have to copy me at all. I just wanted to show you a couple cute ideas of what I did. Okay, number one, how cute is this little creature, right? With those little eyes. And all I used was a pipe cleaner, similar to this. This one's a bit thicker, but I cut it. So make sure you have scissors. You need scissors. And I bent it in half, and I put it in the hole of the top of my egg, in the hole, because it's a small little wire, and it worked perfectly. Just a tiny little hole. Put the little pipe cleaner in. And that's how I put these little 2 pom-pom balls on top. And these little jewels, aren't they pretty? Yeah, I just found those around my house. And that same green pipe cleaner I put in the bottom just to create a little stand where he'd actually stand up. He's super cute. I haven't named him yet. And this little chickie, he's still drying. I used a lot of glue on him. I actually, when I used glue, I used this tacky glue here. It does have a little spout lid. It didn't work as well as I would like, so I got myself a little trusty paintbrush and I just put some out, and it dries really quick. The other thing you could use is a hot glue gun if you wanted to, but you really need help with that. It gets really hot and is super dangerous, so make sure you ask your parents before you use that. Disclaimer. There we go. So here he is, my little chickie. I used purple little feathers, little white pom-poms, which aren't typical duck feet, but a little head, a little chickie. Is it a chickie or is it a duck? I don't know, but I like him. He's super fun. I drew on his face using some Sharpie markers right on the little ball. The other really cool thing I created, and as a mom I'm like, oh, this is so cool. I took a barbecue skewer, so like this. Oh, my chickie's gonna fall. Boom. No, he's good. He's safe. He's still drying, so he's okay. You take some barbecue skewers and one of your eggs, and I did put a little bit of glue around the edge here, so actually my stick will not go through the hole in the top. It'll dry, so you have to give it some time to dry. And I found these flowers. It's just on a little wire. I have them at home, but I've seen them at the dollar store too. Super cheap. Put it in the top. Put the skewer in your egg, and then you can put it in a plant or something like that for Easter. If you're giving away gifts or dropping off cute little gifts to people on their doorsteps, super cute, guys. But you also might just say, "Hey, I liked my eggs just the way they were. They're super cool. You just have to be super careful with them. You can't drop them because they'll break." But they came out really cool too. So guys, keep the Easter traditions going. I know it's not a typical Easter and it's not the same, but we have to make the best of the things that we have, and we have to take care of each other. So here's us trying to take care of you, Central Kids. Till next time.